Hope this leads to a spinoff with Seven of Nine as the captain of the Enterprise, and Jack Crusher, ending with Jack Crusher taking his own command of whatever the case may be. Um, and as you see again, there's the broadcast. Um, so anyway, yeah, I'm excited to see where the future leads. See what happens with Q as he has made his triumphant return after we all thought he was dead. Which he said, "I wish humans wouldn't think so linearly," but he was so convincing in season 2 that we actually thought Q, kicked the bucket, but I guess he didn't. With that being said, let's move on to another show that came on Netflix this week, and I was very excited for this one. I've been waiting on this for a whole year, and that's Power Rangers Once and Always. Forgive me, I'm a little rusty. It might be a little muffled, but so Power Rangers celebrated their 30th anniversary this year, and they did a special, and they brought back as many of the original Rangers as they could. They brought back Captain Sutherland, who played Kat, Steve Cardenas, who played Rocky. Adam was there, and Aisha was there, even though they made only cameos. And not Brian Cranston, but Billy, who played Billy Cranston. David Yost, who played Billy Cranston, was on the show as well. And Ty Twang's daughter, who we all know played Trini, who tragically died in a car crash, was there. Um, uh, Amy Jo Johnson didn't make an appearance, and neither did Jason David Frank before his passing. And I think the Red Ranger would have been there too, but I think he's going through some legal troubles right now, so they probably want to distance themselves from that. But I just wanted to talk about that for a minute and give you probably some spoilers. Spoiler alert, we're live, so I can't put the little sign up. I'm sure it'll be edited in later. Um, so we start off with the Rangers fighting Rita, and the original Range 6 fighting Rita. And that's when Trini dies. Well, they kill Trini in the opening scene. And to me, it becomes more of a tribute episode from there on out. I don't feel. I think they were going for the campiness of the original Power Rangers because that's how it was in the 90s. I wish with the way they were doing it, it kind of would have been a touch little more serious. But as far as a Power Ranger episode goes, or as far as Power Rangers from the 90s goes, it was a very serious episode. Or a serious movie, shall I say. I thought it was done very well. They had the original voice actress of Rita was there. Um, Alpha 9, not Alpha 5, but Alpha 9 was there, and they did a very good job of that. All in all, the callbacks to the original episodes were great. Ty's daughter did an excellent job living up to the legacy. I'm actually very excited to see where they go from here. I think with this episode, I wouldn't mind these little things from Power Rangers every year now. Last year they gave us an episode with the original Red Ranger. Then the year before that, they gave us one where Jason David Frank came back. I wouldn't mind seeing this. I would like them to explain how Power Coins came back, because if you're a Power Ranger enthusiast like myself, you know the Power Coins were destroyed, which is why they led to go get the Zeo crystals. But, I'll nitpick later. But I would very interested to see how all that came back. Unless it was tied into the comic books, which I probably have them all at home and still haven't had time to read. I'm a busy guy. With that being said, overall, if I had to give that a grade, I probably would give it a Nostalgia factor, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Overall factor, I'll give it a 6.5, 7 out of 10. As far as it being a Power Ranger show, it was a 10 out of 10 because it was a great for Power Rangers. But now that I'm older, I have to judge things more harshly. So I was told by the rest of the cast. They say I'm too easy on the things that I like. So I'm trying to turn over a new leaf, you know. With all of that, let's move on to another show that I've been watching, and that's Hunters season 2, which I didn't think that they would bring the broadcast back for Hunters, but they did. And if you don't know, that's Al Pacino. They look just alike, and Al Pacino looks just like Brad in this show, or is that Brad looks like Al Pacino? Either way, they look alike. So I've started off with that, and bringing Al Pacino back was the right move because obviously he made the show last year, but he's one of the greatest actors of all time. So we can't. So right now I'm only on episode 2, but it's starting off right where it left off. It's picking up right where it left off, and it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a really good season. It's gonna be a really good season. There's a couple of other shows that I want to talk about that I haven't had such a great time watching, and that's one of those is Gotham Knights. Oh my God, that's been. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And then Titans second half of the season is on. And if you've been keeping up with that, you know Brother Blood, and Raven is now the White Raven, which is very good. And this is the last season of Titans, which fuck you, James Gunn, again, for ending great content. Along with Doom Patrol, you're ending great content, so fuck you. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be cussing. It's Sunday. I shouldn't be doing it. But with that being said, I would like to introduce my esteemed co-host on this Sunday morning, Mr. Bradcast.
Hello.
Sorry about that. I had to get a lot of that off my chest.
Oh, well, that's okay. Seems my hat's riding a little high.
Look at those flowing locks. Look at those flowing locks. I just want to say Fabio would be very jealous of
I
you
just
right
had a
now.
haircut 2 weeks ago. She took off like 8 inches.
Really?
Yeah, it was like down to here. It was really inconvenient.
Yeah, man. I never thought I would hear a guy say, I'm glad she took off 8 inches.
I have no idea what you're talking about. So, something we have to look forward to.
Yes.
Something we have to look forward to today. I brought 4 different varieties of Blake cider. And we are going to do a taste test. And we're going to tell you what we really think. We're not going to hold back. Like I was listening to what Q was saying, and he was clearly holding back. We are not going to hold back on the Blake cider. As much as we love and respect Blake's,
It's still
some
not
of
better
these
than
flavors
Down East.
are a little wacky.
Yeah, but we've all come to the conclusion that Blake's is not better than Down East.
There's no apples to oranges there. It is a completely different entity.
It is.
And not in the same category, but there's a difference. Remember,
Right.
East Down East. Thank you. Down East is unfiltered cider. They do not filter it, and Blake's is
filtered.
highly refined.
Yes. Even though it's made more like a beer than it is like a traditional cider.
Yeah, I mean, they really are two different
Yes,
drinks
they are.
completely. The fact that they're based in apples and fermentation is where the similarities end.
Okay. Yes.
But I would almost go and say Blake's is following the Belgian style of lambics.
Yep.
From the cider standpoint, whereas Down East is still going after the bunch of kids happy about one of their fathers has an apple farm and going crazy and doing a do-it-yourself thing.
Making a traditional cider.
Right,
just
exactly.
Liquor. It's
exactly.
what you would do if you brought apple cider from the store and added some liquor, that's what Down East is.
Yeah, I mean, but again, it's more, I want to say, I'm gonna get. No, I'm not gonna say it because I get in trouble for it. I think it's just more traditional. You're right.
Yeah.
It's more traditional. Blake's is looking to a higher. I don't
Yeah.
want to say. I want to say frou-frou, but that isn't really what I mean. But a higher, taste.
Taste, yes.
Tastes like
yeah.
a gourmet, almost to a gourmet level,
cider,
right?
Yeah. Well, we had. I don't know if you remember. Denver probably remembers because he's the one who brought it. Weren't you the one that had that black cherry? Denver's off camera right now. I'm talking off to Denver. Remember that black cherry? Were you the one that brought that one time we did that podcast? This was years ago.
Yeah.
When we were still at the office on Woodward. It was like a cherry cider, black cherry cider or something. I think you were the one, or it was a pear. Wasn't it a pear? Anyway, Denver brought. Remember that?
Yeah.
Denver brought that pear
there is
cider?
there is a. It's
And it came in like a wine bottle. That's how.
Yes.
The ice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really
Well,
good.
the flavors today are caramel. Oh yeah, we'll do it. Yeah. Blah blah. Thank you for keeping me focused.
Wait. For helping us stay on target.
Yes.
We don't do podcasts anymore, so it's. Denver really hasn't had the opportunity to say stay on target.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
Yes,
thank you, Denver. Appreciate that. What was I going to tell you? So, I also brought what I mentioned yesterday. I brought two, just in case we had to share. The brown butter chocolate chip cookies. I brought a couple of those so everybody can see how big and beautiful they are, and you can tell me whether or not you think they are.
Chocolatey and chippy and vanilla-y.
Yes, and just how delicious they are.
Oh,
It's very. There's so much. You'll see. We'll hold off on that.
We'll do another tasting on that. See, listen, the comics being sci-fi, comics cooking in sci-fi. You just get so much stuff with us.
Cookies, beer, and sci-fi.
Cider, and
comics,
sci-fi.
baking, and sci-fi. It's
comics,
all in there.
coffee, and sci-fi. It's just all relative,
Yeah,
that beer can be taken out, and we can put anything between comics and sci-fi.
That's true.
I just want everybody to know that. So, Brad, I'll ask: have you been watching any new shows lately?
I just saw something new that might be for a younger crowd, but I found it very interesting. We saw it yesterday the first time on Hulu, called Endlings.
Oh yeah, I've seen the thing. I just haven't watched it yet.
Yeah. Just a quick overview. Foster home. All kinds of. Interesting children. The basic premise is a girl lost her dad and she's being placed. She's run away from 6 houses, and this is her 7th chance. And if she doesn't stay here, she's going to juvie. And we also see there's an interesting alien that looks like a lungfish with 4 legs and eyes on its tail. It's very interesting, very well done actually. And he is searching out the last animal of any species across the galaxy. We know that because it's not spelled out, but it's obvious.
Well, he's a few years too late for the Tasmanian tiger.
Yes.
So
Well, the show is circa 2041, so it's well into our future.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, not really. That's only 8 years now. 2041.
18 years.
We're in 20. Oh yeah, 18 years. It's morning.
Math with Brad and Q.
It's morning time. I get to do this. I get to do that.
Okay.
I was just testing you.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
I like
I'll make
being
sure
tested.
problem.
I like tests.
You
Math
said
tests are especially.
2041, yes,
So it turned out we watched 2 episodes. It turned out pretty good.
Oh yeah. Okay, go ahead. I haven't had my morning coffee.
No,
I should have
that's
got a
okay.
cold brew shot.
As a matter of fact, I have a Seattle-based breweries espresso and cream in the car. I'd be happy to bring you a couple of shots in so
Look
you
at
can
this.
try it.
Look at this guy. Brad has everything.
Yes, but he doesn't necessarily mention the name of companies that aren't willing to
Sponsors,
sponsor
no.
us.
Rarely.
Blake's is an exception because you're going to see their can on the
And
on
Down
the
East is an exception.
Yeah, because we love them.
We love them. And every time we're in Boston, they invite us to the brewery and we get to drink whatever we want.
Right. We like them, they like us. It's a good symbiosis.
Yeah, there you go.
So I watched a couple episodes of that.
Okay.
I have seen a couple of animes that the titles don't necessarily stick with me, but I have recently watched a few Studio Ghibli things. I've seen a lot of. It's coming more mainstream, and when I say that, things like Howl's Moving Mansion.
Yes.
I've seen like trinkets, and people are making like little dioramas.
Oh,
of the
nice.
thing. I mean, there's a lot of merch online that's to that. I'm watching a lot of cooking shows, unfortunately. That doesn't help. That doesn't help anybody here.
Well, it does on our cooking segment, Cosplay Cooking with You. Plug.
See.
Sorry.
What else have I been? I've been watching a lot of detective stuff. I hold that thought. Give me
Well,
one
while we have this time,
go ahead. Talk while I look this up.
I
real
will
fast.
let you know that I have been watching Grey's Anatomy, and the reason I bring up, no, I'm joking.
Okay.
No.
You okay? In the from a sci-fi standpoint, I have been listening to.
But that would be science. Grey's Anatomy.
No.
would be science, right?
I've been Shush. No. Stop it.
Live
Wow.
technical difficulties.
Wow. Technical difficulties. Spec Op. Okay, here it is. Can I? No, it's because this. All right. You know what? Never. There it is. Stop it. Okay, so the series is called Expeditionary Force.
Mm-hmm.
And it is written by Craig Elaine.
Okay.
And I think that's his name. I didn't screw it up, did I? Where's the details? No. All right. Apparently, I don't know how to use a
cellular device.
Okay. At any rate, it's a bunch of. I've been listening to a lot of sci-fi audiobooks.
Okay.
I also did I read a graphic novel called Outer Spaced, which apparently I look like the appropriate person to read it because
I just love how he's.
the Earth is being invaded by aliens that look like skinny purple who knows what's
Right.
with just like it's supposed to be like squids.
Oh, okay.
Right, think Cthulhu,
Yeah.
right? But they don't necessarily have hands capable of the technology that they are wielding, and the people that are tasked to save the planet turn out to be stoners.
I like this
There's
show.
a lot of marijuana going on.
I like this show.
Yeah, well, it's a comic book. I'm going to be
I like
doing
this comic book.
I'm going to be doing a review on it as soon as I get my excrement together.
Okay.
I will be putting one out for that, and then there was another thing I was doing. What else was I doing? See, if I don't remember it,
Yeah.
there's no point in
let's
mentioning
do
it
that, yeah.
because it did not. I
Have
didn't
you,
binge it or do anything. Have we talked about movies yet?
I'm just going to bring that up.
Have you seen John Wick 4?
I was just going to bring that up.
Ha ha!
So, let's
See?
bring up
We're
John
on the
Wick.
same page.
Because this is my only thing with John Wick.
Yeah.
In this one movie alone,
Yeah.
right, I watched John Wick get shot 3,462 and a half times.
He's got a bulletproof jacket.
He got stabbed 2,125.3 times.
He's got duct tape.
He got hit by 25 and a half cars, 10.2 buses.
Yeah, I can't explain that.
Okay. He got thrown down 64 flights of stairs.
Oh my God, that was so funny. I mean, I felt
And
bad for him.
then he still managed to kill the bad guy.
And we won't tell you how because how is actually the spoiler. You knew he was going to win.
You just didn't know
you'd never
how.
guess how.
And I just want
Plus,
to say,
we didn't really know who the bad guy was in the first part of the movie, and then
we found out.
Plus, who watched a 3-hour movie
Wait a
and
minute,
thought
wait
it was
minute.
a 2-hour movie and then went, oh shit, there's another hour. How come it hasn't ended yet?
Wait a minute. Denver, have you seen John Wick 4? Oh, okay. Never mind. No spoilers. Okay.
You spoiled it pretty good.
I was about to.
But you described every John Wick movie so
far. So
far,
right. Because
here's the thing.
In John Wick 3, he got shot 10,000 times and still survived.
Just bear in mind, this John Wick movie 1 through 4 happens in about a week.
That's the thing. That's the crazy part. I don't think people realize that this is like a week's worth of stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
2
absolutely
weeks.
crazy. So, again, when John Wick 2 came out, had to watch 1 over a couple times.
Yep.
Saw 2, sat back, had a cigarette, right?
Right.
And then 3 came out, repeat, C1, C2, C3, smoke, But 4, I kind of like fast-forwarded through 1 and fast-forwarded through 2, watched 3 about halfway, and then just said, you know what, I'm going to go see the movie. So I saw it the Thursday it came out. Or I'm sorry, I'm wrong. That was a different movie that's not worth. Oh, yeah, that was another different. The Tuesday after it came out because it was $5 movie night. Seriously. And I could have got 2 $5 tickets for 2 different theaters because I wanted to see it I just wanted to see it in the theater, and then wanted to see it on an IMAX or IMAX or whatever. And then I got busy and I couldn't do it, but it was definitely worth seeing more than once. I will definitely give you like a whole bunch of fingers up, whichever way you want them to go.
All John Wick movies are worth seeing more than once.
They are. I was telling Denver that it wasn't quite as funny as the other ones, and I know they don't. It's supposed to be a serious action movie,
but they still had a little bit of humor.
But there was a whole bunch. I mean, it was 3 hours. You couldn't not find something
to laugh
humorous
at.
and laugh at.
No
It was very good. I was really kind of surprised. I thought he was just going to let it go.
No.
And in 3, I thought he was just going to go survive.
Hell no.
Yeah, well, I mean, you say that now.
He did say he was going to kill them all, though.
Well, and he did. I mean,
that's not a spoiler.
No, it's
John
not.
Wick. He kills everybody.
But
I've never seen one man kill so many people.
Because he aims. Everybody else, bah, 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 and you don't hit anything. If you've ever been to the gun range, you have to aim.
Well, also, too, I just want to point this out to Casey. Casey always talks shit about Jack Bauer. John Wick just did the same thing and killed more people. I just said. He killed more people in 4 movies than Jack Bauer did in 9 seasons.
Okay, what about since we're on the subject? You broke Trump. I get to.
I broke Trump.
That's a card reference, folks, not politics. Jack Reacher.
So here's the thing about Jack Reacher. I have still not seen any episodes of Jack Reacher.
Dude, come on! I interviewed.
I'm Malcolm Goodwin. I know.
Yeah. How did you not go run off and? Okay, Jack Reacher is exactly that same kind of character, and the guy who's the guy who's playing the tall blonde guy?
He was on Titans. He played Hawk on Titans.
Right. Okay. I apologize. I don't know his name. The bottom line is, and there is no forgiveness for this, he is a much better Jack Reacher than the other guy. I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying.
Better than...
Don't say it. He's only this tall. You don't want to upset him.
Better than Mission Impossible?
Yes.
Better than Top Gun?
Yes.
Better than...
Now, admittedly, I liked Maverick.
Jerry Maguire?
You had me at what? Go ahead.
Better than Les Grossman?
I have no idea what that is.
Who's the greatest character he's ever played in the history of cinema?
What?
From Tropic Thunder.
Oh! That was a great. That was a perfect role for him.
It was,
and that was actually a super good tongue-in-cheek camp commandos wannabe movie. What's his name?
Ben Stiller. Robert Downey.
Yeah.
Well, the funny part is, he
played a black guy so long he thought he was black. Oh my God, that was hysterical.
So not trying to change the subject too far.
Yeah.
But you know that movie's coming under fire now because of our cancel culture. And as a black man,
but from who? Please tell me. Sorry for interrupting.
As a black man, I want to say We love Tropic Thunder. It's fucking hilarious. Let the shit go. All you people that are overly sensitive, if we're not upset about it, why the fuck should y'all be upset about it? Okay, I'm sorry. I just had to get off my chest. Because he's the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude. So I just wanted to...
I'm the broadcast, and I approve this message.
There you go. All right. We're okay with it. You should be too.
So yeah, the whole deadpan, just the facts, man. It was like Jack Webb in Dragnet.
Okay.
Is how he plays Jack
So-
Reacher, and it was really just fantastic.
So then I asked, since I haven't seen Jeffrey, have you watched Hunters?
I watched the first season.
Okay.
And
Because I actually never got your thoughts on it.
well, the subject matter kind of gets under my skin a little bit.
I understand why.
And it's happening now. It's real. It's
No,
not,
I know.
It's not TV.
No, I
and
know.
That's
And people don't realize that that's actually a true story. Like, that's based in reality. That
Yeah.
actually happened. So,
so. And,
not the
and-
hunting them part, but them bringing them over here to work for us part.
Yeah, the Mrs. Broadcast
Yes.
does not find it entertaining,
I can
and
understand
so she doesn't. If she doesn't want to watch it,
why. Right.
happy wife, happy life. Say anything
Exactly.
else, and you can say it to my face.
Oh, no. Everyone that's married and has a girlfriend agrees.
You're right. So if she doesn't want to watch it,
Then you don't watch
and then I do this. I said, "Ooh, let's watch an episode of this, and we can see how why Q thinks he
Yeah.
reminds him of me."
Yeah.
And she's like, "No, I'll give it to you," and then we watch something else. His persona in that show is
Uh-huh.
actually a part of my personality that she doesn't find entertaining.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Which we've all been privy to that.
So let's see what else. Been watching a lot of detective shows. Been listening to a lot of detective audiobooks. I really, again, need to get my excrement together and do these things for podcast and whatnot for Denver to post. But yeah, I think. Nope, can't remember it. See, if it's again, it's one of those things that I watch stuff and I'll watch it about 20 minutes, make a raspberry, and start searching for something else.
That means it wasn't memorable to begin with.
No, not really.
So,
Because I don't need to say stay away from something. I only need to tell people you got to see this because it's great.
Right. So, are you looking forward to The Flash?
Do you know I saw the trailer, and I really am. I almost bought a limited edition Mr. Mom.
Yeah, Michael Keaton.
Thank you.
Batman.
Right, a Batman T-shirt. I did buy the Wolverine and Deadpool T-shirt.
Can't wait for
limited
that, by
edition
the way.
Deadpool. Yeah, that I can't wait for that. But I got sucked into it, folks. It's we'll see. You'll see them online the next time. As soon as they're delivered, I'm wearing them on the show, so you'll see. I had to get it because for some reason Ryan Reynolds is like the successful younger brother that I would beat up when I was younger, but it turns out that he's actually okay and he doesn't hold it against me that I used to smack him because he had a smart mouth.
I don't know how. Okay, sure.
No,
I get it.
Before, when you're 10 or 11 years old and somebody is constantly doing this,
Yes.
you gotta,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then eventually you hit somebody so hard they stay down, and you go, I gotta stop doing that. That's not right. And then they still do this.
That's Ryan Reynolds.
That's Ryan Reynolds.
Maybe that's why him and Hugh Jackman are always fighting. But anyway.
Yes. At any rate, did you see the Blue People movie?
Yes.
3 hours of oh my God, isn't it over yet?
So, here's my thing about Avatar.
Yeah. The Blue People movie.
I think.
Go ahead.
I think visually, having stunning visual effects only takes you so far.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at the story. I feel like it's been being recycled. But we knew they would come back. We knew the humans would come back. We knew the humans would come back.
Yeah.
And we knew.
I mean, I don't know what else they can do.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's nothing
but
else
the
you
humans
could do.
the humans can keep coming
Coming
back. But see, so here's the inconsistency, and a spoiler alert, and if you haven't seen it already, you may want to wait till it comes out on free DVD.
It should be out already.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to make a point.
Oh. Okay.
Don't pay money. Rent it from your library. It's free on DVD.
That's a plug.
That's right. That's for Mrs. Bradcast because she's librarian extraordinaire. Okay, here. In the first movie, okay, they were there because of
The Rock, the unobtainium.
stupid effing name. Most stupid effing name ever.
You know what I hate about certain movies?
Unobtainium? Clearly they could obtain it. They had to fly across the galaxy to get it, but they clearly could obtain it. You couldn't have named it?
Obtainium. But it was unobtainium.
Unobtainium.
Because it was unattainable.
So, right. So that led to the climax.
Right.
And them fleeing because of what they did. They angered the natives and the planet itself.
Right, because the
so
planet
much
is living.
that the planet said, "Get the fuck off my face!" Right?
Right.
Okay. So you would think that someone would say, "Well, if the planet is alive, we really need to stay the hell away."
Right.
That it was, however, what it was, a year later, and they come back.
It was years later.
It wasn't 10 years. Oh, yeah,
it was years
It
because
was-
they
maybe it
had
was
3
10
kids.
Yeah, but they don't age the same way. It doesn't matter. Maybe it was 10 years.
10 years.
Maybe it was 10 years.
I want to say 10, but okay.
Yeah, it could have been 10. So, well, it's immaterial. The fact is that they come back and now they're this is a spoiler alert, by the way. They're harvesting brain juice from giant whale things because how did they even find that out? Where did that science come from? They left. They don't know that. They didn't accidentally. These things didn't get beached they didn't get beached. They had no idea. They couldn't just figure this out. And now all of a sudden, well, this is the last best hope for humanity. We have to come here and live. And it's like, dude, you can't breathe the air. You can't come here and live. You can't. What do you think? Mr. Cameron needs an enema because the premise itself changed so 360 degrees. Fuck, 720. I mean, it was like, what the actual fuck? I'm sorry, that was a ranting broadcast for all of you, and it will probably get cut out. And
well, we're live, so they've seen it already.
Yeah, but if you didn't just see it now, you're not going to see it again. Go ahead.
Wait. Oh. Because you didn't see Denver over there like this.
I know. I know the director's mind.
Denver's like, yeah, we're going to take that one out. He's going to make it a separate podcast, and it's going to be called Brad's Tips, and So anyway, so I will say this. This is the problem with Avatar. I agree with a lot of that. I also feel...
He's so diplomatic.
Yes, someone has to remain the cooler head here. So I also feel that you're giving us 3 movies. They're all 3 hours long.
No, he's giving us 2 movies.
No. It's another one coming out.
There's going to be 4 total.
Yeah. No, this is the second one.
We just saw the second one. There's going to be 4 total. There's 2 more coming.
I thought it was 1 more coming. So, oh, God. Okay. So you're going to
rewind the live and listen to the rant again because now it's even more emphasized.
Yes. So now you're going to give us 4 movies, right? The first 2, not only did you recycle the villain, you brought it by bringing us back the general because he was just so good in the first one, the colonel. You brought him back. So you found some way to bring his ass back. Yeah. And then you didn't even fucking kill him in the second one.
Oh, had a chance.
You had the chance. Fucking let this motherfucker go so we can get somebody else.
Well, but he couldn't kill him or there wouldn't be a sequel.
Oh, this is true.
So that MFer is going to stay all the way to the 4th movie.
Oh, wait.
Except there's going to be an M. Night Shyamalan twist.
I was just about to say.
And in the 4th movie, he's going to join them.
He's going to join them
on their side.
Exactly.
Ha! Cameron, figured you out. Bleh. Go ahead.
So
I'm making faces at the camera, by the way, if you hadn't known that.
are we supposed to break the fourth wall on the live?
Yes.
Okay, that's acceptable. Okay. I didn't know. So,
Well, we did. We broke Trump by calling out both Ryan Reynolds and the character he plays. So
that
everything's on the table.
That don't count because Deadpool breaks the fourth wall all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So anyway, I was looking forward to the second one. I'm looking forward to the third one less. And now that I'm the fourth one, I'm really just like, what the fuck?
I will tell you, my mother loved the second movie. I had to go to the bathroom more than she did in that movie because I was the whole time I'm swilling drinks and going, God, when will it be over? And she just sat there like a trooper, and she's like, I really like that movie. Thanks for taking me. And it's like, anytime, Mom. So
see what happens when I talk about Avatar. Get the yawning on camera, Lord Jesus. Okay, listen. I give the second one storyline. I give it 7. 6.5, 7.
we could rate it by first hour, middle hour, last hour if you want.
First hour.
He didn't need the first hour. The first
I
hour
didn't
was
think he needed
2.
I didn't think he needed. I think the first hour could have been condensed to 30 minutes.
At
Give us
least.
the backstory. Show us the humans coming back.
Right.
Show them fighting. Call it a day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The second hour, I think, could have been cut down maybe 10, 15 minutes. They go to the new tribe. They learn how to do the shit. Blah, 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 blah. It's Rocky. They getting ready to leave. Whatever. The last hour was good. It
Right,
was
but
predictable. It was very predictable.
Right.
Very predictable because I knew she would use the fucking Avatar Force or her connection with AY to call upon the animals to help them get out the fucking thing. It's the same thing you did in the
Right.
fucking first movie.
Right.
You didn't think your daughter would have the connection with AY. Her mother had the connection with
Right.
AY in the first one like that.
Right. Exactly.
Fucking predictable.
Yeah.
So overall, I give it a 6.5, 7. For believability, for in terms of a sequel. In terms of a sequel,
Yeah.
it's a 6.5. In terms of a movie standalone by itself, it's a 7. The visual effects are still stunning.
Oh yeah.
You can't get over
the,
that shit.
The CGI and the cinematography is still a 10.
It's still a 10.
Got to give the man his props
Yeah.
for presenting something
Yes.
seriously beautiful to the point where the CGI, he must have 1,000
Yeah.
over
half his budget's got to be.
petabytes
Yeah.
of just processing power
Oh, yeah.
to render that so seamlessly
Yeah.
and beautifully.
Over half his budget's got to be.
And the animation
CGI.
team, if you've ever done anything like that, the animation team might be the most talented people
They got to be.
in the world.
They
in
gotta
order
be,
to do
'cause
that.
That
Because
Avatar is beautiful.
Right,
though.
I would say that they have created they haven't told us, but they've created new technology between movie 1 and movie 2 to make that
I think.
so exquisite.
I think
Visually, it is
that's
so
why-
enjoyable. You could watch it and go, oh,
Yeah.
have a little soft music playing in the
Yeah,
background
and
and
just
just watch
watch
it
it
without
without
the
the
sound.
sound.
Yeah.
I think
See,
that's
eye to
why-
eye. Do you see that?
I think that's why a lot of I think that's why George Lucas waited to do the prequels because of the technology.
You broke Trump on
Did I?
Star Wars.
I'm sorry. I
Daisy,
don't like Star
Daisy
Wars.
Ridley, couple of movies. There's supposed
It's
to be
true.
new Star Wars movies.
Oh my God.
Have you seen the latest? I canceled
no.
Disney.
I think I'm about to too.
They
but
ticked me off. They raised the price $3 and added commercials. Mrs. Bradcast said, "F you," and we just gave it up.
Happy wife,
I'm
happy life.
gonna wait until maybe Black Friday and get a special, and then get it for a month for $2 like I did last time, and binge watch the hell out of it. We'll watch nothing else but Disney. But Mandalorian, second season, Ashoka. There's
a show.
Ahsoka,
Yeah,
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. Denver, no, Ahsoka. Yes.
Ahsoka.
Yes, Ahsoka.
But I've always said it wrong because a little bit of dyslexia. At any rate, there's a lot of good things going on
They're
there.
playing music, so if you see me mouth stuff, that's fine.
I think that there's a lot of potential there. I'm waiting for season 4 of Bluey.
Okay.
Because she'll watch that.
Yes.
Okay, and there is some Marvel stuff.
There's some Marvel stuff on there.
Did you ever see Ant-Man and I went to
waiting on it.
I
I'm
went to
waiting on
IHOP and
To
got the dinner to get the free tickets. I got 2 free tickets.
Wow. I didn't even know
And-
that.
And I should have
Broadcast
called
with
you.
the deals.
I should have called you. And then somehow managed to, so busy at my new job, could never go to see it. I still haven't seen it.
So I wanted to go see it. I wasn't too excited about seeing it.
But it's out on DVD now, so we can just go to the library and we'll be
get it.
fine.
Of course.
I'm sure it's on Disney.
I think it should be on Disney.
Yeah.
So I wasn't too excited to see Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm gonna be honest with you. The second one kind of was a letdown. I liked the first one. The second one was okay.
Well, this is just a an excuse to watch Paul Rudd tell crack wise in a it's his Deadpoolian style for Marvel.
I think the second one was really just done because they had to fit it into the whole Thanos storyline, and they had to give a reason for him to be gone while everybody else
But
dusted.
This is also people criticizing him for how insignificant he is. I mean, the villain is typical bully.
Yeah,
bully
you're
rudeness.
You're not nothing. You're nothing.
I mean, and
you're the
that's-
weakest Avenger.
But
all that bullshit.
but it's ridiculous because that always empowers the hero
Of course.
to puff up his chest and then beat the crap out of him. So I don't have to watch it. I know how it ends.
We all know how it is.
Marvel.
It's Marvel.
Beautiful and predictable.
Well, wow. Now, see, if I would have said that, it would have been a whole "Q hates Marvel" type of deal. But because the broadcast says it, it's okay. It's okay. That's fine. I'm used to it.
What is? I know you went. I know you went over it. But besides, we kind of zipped and that's my fault. But the Michael Keaton as Batman,
yes.
because Flash has gone into another universe.
Yes.
Is this a story that we would have read in a book?
Flashpoint.
Oh, all right. So I've
instead of-
seen
yeah.
right. So I've read the book. I've seen the animation.
It's just gonna be
this
different because I think Michael Keaton's still playing Bruce. He's not playing Thomas.
Right.
So I think it's gonna be different. They're really just using this to reset the universe for James Gunn.
Oh. Okay.
That's the only reason they did Flashpoint, to reset the universe.
Okay.
There was supposed to be a Flash movie a long time ago.
Yeah.
And then they didn't know what the story was going to be. And then when all the movies didn't do what they expected them to do, they said, well, we'll just take Flash and make it Flashpoint and reset the whole universe.
Okay, so I was going to say something about Harry Cavill.
Henry Cavill.
What did I say?
Harry Cavill.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I'm crap for names, folks. Sorry. That's why I refer to them as their characters, not by their name, because it's not that important to me.
But
that's why if I say it to Q will okay.
Now that we're talking about Harry.
Yeah. Henry Cavill. My
Cavill.
apologies.
Henry Cavill.
Cavill. You say it
Cavill.
however you want. I'm pronouncing it the way the English or the words say.
That's how it's pronounced.
What?
Cavill.
It's not how it doesn't matter. It's not important. Have you seen the it isn't.
Okay.
When I interviewed Terry Farrell, I asked her how to say her name before I interviewed her.
Yes.
Until I can talk to them to their face and find out how to say it, I'm going to say it however I want.
Okay.
Come at me, man. Go ahead.
Okay.
So, have you seen him as Sherlock Holmes?
Oh, and Ilona Holmes.
Yeah.
So, I'm behind on both of those. I haven't even had time to watch neither one.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Really?
Her name I remember because she's in Stranger Things. And I've never watched that show. I couldn't make it past the pilot, but she's adorable.
Denver loves Stranger Things, so maybe we'll get our director on here to stay on target and talk about Stranger Things. I can see his stay on target face on over there.
He's cracking up off camera. Everybody needs to know we are entertaining the boss.
He's just over there like, they're just all over the place. It's in his core. He's only letting us do it because we're live. But if this was a recorded thing, Denver would be so so annoyed with us
Yeah.
right now.
Not
But
really
it's okay.
annoyed, but he
He
would
would
definitely
definitely
be
be-
exercising his director
Yes,
chops.
okay. This is different. Okay, guys, let's stay on target. Stay on target. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's all right. You don't have to apologize. Doesn't hurt my feelings, and I'm the one he has to tell it to all the time. I know my place in the world.
He's agreeing with all of this.
Big
It's
mouth.
fantastic.
Everywhere, all at once. So seriously, so as far as that goes, who's going to be Superman now?
They haven't casted him yet. They're in pre-production now, so they're working on it.
So is there a storyline somewhere where Superman goes in like a lion and comes out like a lamb, and changes his face because, I mean, you can't cut him, so it's not like he could have plastic surgery.
So I guess
And he didn't
everything's-
fall off
well,
a horse, break his neck, and die. So we don't have
They're making
culpable
everyone-
deniability.
Yeah, they're making everyone get. I just realized what you just said.
Got to be fast on this show, folks. Go ahead. Got him. Did you say you saw it live? I got him.
I really just realized what you just said. Oh my God, Denver, please tell me you caught that before I did. Okay. That's going to be edited out in the other version as well.
Oh, all of this is going to be on the floor.
Oh my God. It fell off. That is not funny. That is hilarious, but it's not funny.
It's the truth. It doesn't have to be funny. Now, I said it funny, and it turned out to be funny because you totally missed it, and then all of a sudden, the tape in your head, I could hear the and you played it again, and you said, "Oh shit, did he just say that?" That was priceless. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. That absolutely made it worth driving 45 minutes to 601 Mack Avenue at the northwest corner of I-75 and Mack in the city of beautiful downtown Detroit. Come join us at the Lexus Velodrome for 8-Bit Con. It really is
Great
good,
plug.
but these couches are so uncomfortable. Bring a pillow.
I
Go ahead.
enjoy our couches.
Really?
I enjoy the couches.
Okay.
But anyway, so
See what I did there? Go ahead. Come on.
I don't know
Where is
who's
he?
going to.
No candidates?
Who do I want to play?
You have your
Superman?
finger on the pulse of the nation. How do you not know who's going to be the next Superman?
I know.
Call your connects at Warner Brothers. I mean,
I will
what the hell,
definitely
man?
I will call my connects at DC and at Warner Brothers, and I will fish out some information.
Okay.
I will fish out some information. Who do I want to play Superman?
There you go. That's even better.
Henry Cavill. No, if I had to choose.
2 votes on that one.
Yeah. I like what's the guy from Supernatural, but he's older now too.
The tall one?
Yes. The one that was my Bloody Valentine.
Oh. Does he have the build for it? He'd have to wear a lot of padding.
Well, no, the way they draw Superman now, he can get away with it. The way they drew him in the New 52, he can get away with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like him. I like.
I'm going to change
No,
the
go
subject.
ahead.
You're taking too long.
Okay, I'm sorry.
My ADD is going.
His ADD is kicking in. So wait. Then let me ask
All
you
right,
this.
finish.
Let
Go
me
ahead.
ask you this.
All right.
Who do you want to play Batman? Besides Ben Affleck, the greatest Batman of all time.
Seriously, how did he? Ben, seriously, I mean, kudos on the marriage, but what happened to the job? What the
Ben,
hell?
I'm coming to you as the biggest DC fan in the world. I'm pleading with you. You might not never see this until you're old and gray. But
Hashtag Ben Affleck should be Batman.
You should be Batman. No one else can be Batman. Robert Pattinson did all right.
I think he overreached. I think he asked for too much control, and they said, "Dude, you're an
I don't
actor.
think- I
Take your
don't-
place."
Well,
Did we ever get an explanation how he?
he just said the job. He just said he didn't want to do it anymore.
I thought it was because he wanted more
Well, he said it took
editorial
him-
control,
I
and
heard
they said
that rumor.
no.
I heard that, but then I also heard that he said it took him to a dark place and he didn't want to go there anymore.
Okay, I got nothing. Go.
Okay, so
I don't know. I don't have an answer for you.
so you wanted to bring up G3.
Yeah.
What are your takes on the trailer?
Did you see the Christmas special?
No,
Dude, it was absolutely hysterical.
dude, I'm a chef.
Oh.
and a
but
cook.
but you
I
have
mean,
the
and a
you
basketball
have the
coach.
service.
I have the service.
Okay. I think it has. I almost don't care. I like that series so much. I almost don't care what they do.
Really?
Absolutely. I find it really entertaining that we find. Oh, God. I'll ruin it. I can't. You didn't see it, so I can't tell you something without ruining the. I can't tell you. Oh! Ah!
Are you
Okay.
talking about that Peter Quill and the
Oh,
what Mantis are brother and sister?
yes, that's it.
Okay.
So that makes the storyline really tight now. Now it's almost like um, uh, uh, Magneto's kids.
Oh
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's at that level of continuity and tightness that
yeah,
they can have a thing,
yeah,
right? I
yeah.
mean, a relationship and
Right.
right. Um, Dave Bautista
Yep.
still funny as ever in
Well,
his
he said
imbecility.
he's never playing Drax again, so this is it.
So that means they get to kill him.
I have no clue.
Who else could play that? It'd have to be another wrestler. It has to be another
Yeah,
meathead
but you can't.
or a
No.
football player, somebody huge.
I don't think they're going to recast. I think he's going to come back for the next Avengers. But other than that,
Oh, Groot's full grown.
yep, he's back.
So me and Mrs. Bradcast, huge Groot fans.
Yep.
I
Well,
think,
he's a young adult now.
but he's
Wrong.
yeah. This is the one where we see the origins of Rocket,
Yep.
and that's very interesting. Yeah, I mean, there's still. I know there's still going to be. Oh, and what's the blue girl? I can never remember her name.
Nebula.
Nebula. Nebula's part of the team now too.
Yeah, I think.
And I know. I mean, it's as a regroup, and pulling the villains in as part of the team. That's something I thought only DC did. So now Marvel is getting right back on the horse with that one.
Yeah, of course they're followers. You know, we're leaders. They're followers. That's the thing. Denver's shaking his head no, but I don't give a fuck. I'm telling the truth.
No, I think he was shaking his head. I can't believe you effing said that, but he doesn't talk like that, so he just shook his head.
Oh, so okay. Well, he has us to talk like that. So with that being said, I'm going to hold that note, and then I'm going to tell Denver that we are going to be back after this short break.
Nicely done. And we're back.
We are
It is the broadcast and
the Q.
the Q. We are at Lexus Velodrome with 8-Bit Con. It's 601 Mack Avenue on the northwest corner of I-75 and Mack in beautiful downtown Detroit. Come join us. We'll be here till 4.
He's such a great attention to detail. Has such great attention to detail.
Oh.
Such great attention to
So,
detail.
we are going to taste some brewed deliciousness that comes in 12-ounce portions.
Wait a minute.
What?
Now, we also had this conversation before. They don't brew cider.
Well, fermented?
There you go.
Fermented deliciousness?
There we go. I just gave you a compliment on attention to detail, and then you call that brew.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
Well, yeah, okay.
Okay.
So, the Q, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
We are looking at today Starcut ciders. This is Mosa apple cider, brought to you by the lovely people at Shorts in Elk Rapids, Michigan. Thank you, Michigan, for apples. Thank you, Shorts, for cider. Are you ready, sir?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
I'm always down for a
I
good
especially
cider.
like the orange pull tab. We collect colored pull tabs in my house. Don't ask me why. I think we use them for crafts. What? I'm married to a librarian. It's all about keeping stuff for crafts.
I
All
haven't
right,
said
let's
anything.
watch it pour. Ooh, it's kind of
Looks unfiltered.
it looks unfiltered. I'm just going to do a little bit just in case we don't like it, if you can imagine that. All right. We are
Well,
good.
I don't know. My mom calls me Mikey. She says I like everything, so. Which is not true.
That's ironic.
Yeah.
Mikey didn't like anything.
No, Mikey liked everything. He likes
Hey,
it.
Mikey, he likes it. Yeah, the
Yeah.
one thing.
Oh yeah, that is. Yeah.
Ironic.
That's ironic.
Everybody loves Mrs. Q's mom.
Yeah.
Because she is adorable, looks just like Q, and
She's
very,
nice.
very,
to
very smart.
She's
very
nice
smart.
to everyone else. Except
Oh my
me.
God, she is so nice.
To everyone else. Okay, let's.
Well,
taste
she's your
this.
mom. She's got to keep you in line.
Okay, sure.
Please have a taste.
Okay.
One tasting at a time, please. Good nose.
Actually, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one thumbs up. No, you can't tell. Hit it again. A little bit. Swirl it around. Inhale over it. Get all the, you taste with your soft palate
Yeah,
as
I
much
know,
as your
I know,
nose.
I know.
I'm telling a chef how to taste. Uh-oh. Okay, wait. Finish. Put it down. Let me at least Oh. Does not have a great nose.
It's okay. The nose was okay.
Oh my gosh. You were going to say run of the mill.
Yeah, I was.
Run of the mill. I'm so sorry,
It's
Shorts, but
really,
it is kind
yeah.
of just
It's just,
normal.
yeah, it's not.
But it's drinkable.
No, it's definitely. If I was at a bar, I would order this. Would I order it over? Would I order it over Blake's? No. Would I order it over
Down east?
down? Hell no.
Yeah, see.
Hell no. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. Denver wanted to use this for later on, and so I'll say no, so you can cut it together. Good? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Would I? Oh my God.
All right, so I have good news and bad news. Which do you want first?
Well, we know the bad news. It's just normal. It's
No,
just,
the bad news is in order for you to get another taste test, you got to empty that glass. The good news is I have 3 more. You want?
Well, I'm not gonna turn down booze.
There you go. Now you're talking. Cheers, Shorts. It is drinkable.
It's drinkable, but I like a sweeter cider anyway. So.
Okay. I'm going to go back to
It
my
goes down
my,
kinda-
my Felix the Cat days and open up my bag of tricks.
It goes down kind of. Ugh.
It is not smooth.
It's not smooth at all.
Okay, our next entry, back in camera. Our next entry is Blake's Hard Cider, Apple Lantern, Roasted Pumpkin Hard Cider. Now, I know what you're thinking. It is the season of campfires, sweaters, and pumpkin carving.
Well, Wait a minute now. How old is that?
Experience what?
It's pumpkin.
It came in a variety pack, dude. I take what I can get. I've never tried it.
Okay.
Let me finish.
I just was asking.
No, it's a good question. Experience the warming flavor of our hand-picked apples balanced with
Palate
the
cleanser, don't pay
oven-roasted
me no mind.
riches of pumpkin. Refreshingly crisp and perfectly spiced. So think of it as pumpkin spice apple cider.
Okay.
I don't think we're going to taste the pumpkin per se.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see.
Well, my concern. Okay.
All right, the ingredients: apple cider,
Yeah.
roasted pumpkin, brown sugar.
I don't mind roasted pumpkin. Blake's is our third favorite. I thought it was my third favorite.
Yeah,
Cider.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Down East, Strongbow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we are
maybe
big
Blake's.
fans of the Strongbow.
We are big fans of the Strongbow.
Plus, it comes in really tall cans, so you can
Really,
16 ounces at a time is absolutely the way to go. Okay,
let's try this.
let's see the color. And this must be, if you notice how clear this is,
Yeah.
heavy pour. Notice how clear this is. This is clearly filtered many times. It's
Definitely
really
filtered
sparkly.
many times.
It's much more sparkly than the Mosa.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Brad Cass. I
All
went
right.
first last time. Good nose?
Well, you can almost smell the pumpkin.
So it's a hint.
It is a hint. It's like a pumpkin perfume. Yeah, it is not pumpkin spice. It's pumpkin.
Okay.
Ooh, the brown sugar makes it smooth.
Oh, okay.
Don't taste pumpkin at all. It's all in the nose.
Really?
It's like apple champagne with a sugar kick.
Oh,
You smell it?
I like that though. I like the smell.
Well, so far, and I'm gonna put them in order. So far, I like, and I can't even believe I like it better. But I like the apple lantern better. I think it's because it's filtered.
I think
I taste the brown sugar in the back of my
you
back of my
definitely
tongue.
taste it in the back.
Yeah.
Definitely taste it in the back. I taste the pumpkin.
Do you?
I do.
Okay. Nah.
I taste it.
All right. Well,
maybe
you're the chef and I'm the computer guy, so I'll trust your
it's
taste
there.
buds.
It's just a hint, but it's there. If I had to give it a scale of 1 to 10,
Yeah.
it's about a 6.
Yeah, but it's better than this.
Oh, that's a 4.
Do you want a clean cup?
No, I'll finish
Okay.
this. That's a 4. I'm
right.
sorry, Shorts. I like some of your shit. I mean, stuff. Some of your stuff. There you go. Another edit for you, Denver. You got me saying stuff.
Oh, give him a 3.
Wait.
Give him a 3, 2, 1 on that one. will
3,
you?
2, 1. I like some of your stuff. Good job. Okay, there we
Did
go.
you say shorts? This is Blake's. This is
No, I was
Blake's.
saying, I'm sorry, Shorts, because
Oh, because you gave it a 4.
4. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Next on the agenda.
This is the one I'm looking forward to.
Blake's Hard Cider, Caramel Apple, cultivating stronger communities, dripping with caramel sweetness and complemented by notes of sharp Granny Smith apples. This decadent treat is a fall staple. Okay. And let's look at ingredients. 100% apple cider, Michigan beet sugar, caramel, and other natural flavorings. So I wonder.
So,
Yeah.
I just asked because. Okay, come on. Never mind. I'm going to keep my comments to myself.
They not PG?
No.
Oh, no.
I'm
folks.
learning.
It's not PG.
I'm learning.
Okay, good.
Denver says not to cuss. So I'm not going to cuss.
So,
a lot.
okay.
Only reason I say, well, hell, you might piece these together in 3 different segments, so you
Right.
might not even see
All
me
right.
cussing in episode 2.
So the consistency is also clear. This has a slightly reddish cast.
Yeah.
Compared to
But that might be the caramel.
apple lantern. That would be the caramel,
that would be the
burnt
caramel.
sugar. Yeah.
That's the burnt sugar.
All right, so I'm gonna.
Look at me.
I am anticipating putting this ahead of the apple lantern, but
Are you?
I'm anticipating it.
Oh.
If it changes, I will.
You will
change these in the
rearrange.
order. So far, we got a 6 and a 4. We're shooting for 7 or higher on this one.
Exactly.
All right. So we can do it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Never toast with an empty cup. It's bad luck.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother category.
Oh yeah, that smells amazing.
Yeah, you can smell the caramel going in, and you can taste the caramel going
Oh
out.
yeah.
That is much
That's
better.
Really good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
This is like a birthday cider. You can eat this with. You can
No,
drink this
seriously,
with cake.
you can drink that with cake.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Amazing enough to give it a 10? No. Amazing enough to give it a 7?
Is it better than 7? See, because now it's at least a 7, but what I'm noticing is it's not going away.
No.
It's like
It's
stuck to the inside, to the roof of my
aftertaste,
mouth. So yeah,
So
7 is
seven
max.
is 7 is it.
All right, so
That's a 7.
I saved the absolute best for last.
Okay.
You wanted something that was sweet
Yes.
and made you completely forget you were drinking cider,
Yes.
but be cider.
But be cider.
Okay. We have Grande Charrie, 8.5, 8.5 ABV.
Oh, I'm with it already. It's 10 because it's 8.5.
Michigan cherries, oranges, apples, and oak on a marvelous scale.
Oh, that's what it says?
Yep. Grand doesn't show up to the party. It arrives.
Oh, well, it has arrived. Well, guess what? I'll be the judge of that.
Yes, he will. Okay. You get to go first on this one.
Okay. Now, keep in mind, I'm sort of an expert when it comes to Michigan cherries. I make a great Michigan cherry salad
Do you?
with a sensational cherry dressing. But I digress. That's
So,
for cosplay cooking
vinegar-
with you.
vinaigrette?
No, it's a dressing because it's mayo based, so it's a dressing.
Oh. Mrs. Bradcast will not eat it.
I can make it a vinaigrette.
Then
Oh,
she will,
I'm sorry.
She will eat it.
Wait, I can see it. Hold on, Denver. Let me say it for you. Stay on target. Stay on target.
He broke Trump. Now this has
It's very
pink,
light
it has
pink.
a pink
That's
cast.
the
It's not the
cherries.
same orange
That's
as
the
the other
cherries.
one.
Whenever you do anything with anything red, it dominates. Red
All
is a
right.
dominating trait.
This one has a lot more carbonation.
Yes.
I think they all.
It's the citrus
This
from
one
the
had
oranges.
almost none. This had a little. This had more, and this has the most.
Yeah, but it's the citrus from
But
the
this looks like
oranges.
pink champagne, up close.
Ooh.
Yeah. It is.
That
See?
That-
You see his face light up, folks?
that is phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess it has arrived.
I think this is competing with their triple jam.
So here's the thing about the triple jam.
Oh, okay. Here now you
wait
wait
a minute.
for it.
No,
Go
wait
ahead.
a minute. I loved the triple jam. I really did. But I worked at a place,
Yeah.
and if you ever worked in the restaurant field, you know after you get off work, you get a shift drink. One drink for free.
Okay.
Managers get one drink and a shot.
Okay.
So I got my triple jam. I would get a beer or whatever, and I would get my shot. Well, the problem was the triple jam wasn't selling. So they would, Q, you want a triple jam? Q, you want a triple? So I had about 3 weeks where I had triple jam every day. So now I fucking hate the triple. I'm sorry, I freaking hate triple jam. See, I cleaned it up again.
I just need you all to see that he's the one dropping the F-bombs, not me. Proof. It
So
isn't always me.
3, 2, 1. I freaking hate triple jam.
You
So
still had to bring in an F word.
I
in the
did.
video.
Oh yes, no, I had to bring in a freaking F word. And now that he's got me saying it and he can edit it in, I fucking hate that shit. So, I was professional for 5 seconds, and now I'm gonna tell you how I really feel about the shit. Fucking triple jam fucking sucks.
Well, it's a once in a while
If
bit of
I
sweetness.
never seen another triple jam in my life, I would be happy.
Okay.
If I'm 90 years old and
No,
somebody showed me a
there.
triple jam, I would have a heart attack and die.
I will agree with you in as much as saying that if they have it on draft at a restaurant that we like to go to.
I would try it because it's on draft.
And we got 24 ounces.
Oh, I would kill myself.
And you get about 2/3 the way down, and you got to put it away. You got to give it back. You say, no, I'm done with that.
Yeah.
Because it's almost cloyingly sweet.
Yes.
But from a flavor.
Oh no, from the flavor profile, it's really good.
Right,
it's just
exactly.
Sweet.
This is the same thing. This is a one can.
I'm only drinking one of these.
And then get something else.
Yeah, I'm only drinking one of these.
But it is very good.
This is something that after I've had about 8 shots, I'm like, oh, give me the cherry. And then they give it to me. I drink the one can. I say, okay, back to my shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you do with this.
Yeah, well, because you
And
can't
if you
drink
want to know
of this to get properly
hell no.
inebriated anyway.
You could. You can because of the sugar. The sugar would affect you more than the liquor.
Yeah, that's
would.
true. That's true.
Which is how they get you at Sugar Factory, by the way, in case you didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
You get more sugar rush than you do liquor, and
Denver,
that's how they
do you
get
have
you.
footage of us, not the dancing outside drunk on the way back to the hotel, but in the store, do you have us doing any of those drinks?
No.
Okay. Yeah. What was that, 2016?
Yeah, but
South Beach
if
Comic
you
Con?
have, if you've been to Sugar Factory, you know, and we're nationally known. We have millions and millions of fans.
Millions!
And, you know,
Tens of dozens. Yes.
dozens and dozens still means a lot. You just count them in smaller intervals.
Totally more than just our relatives.
Yes.
Go ahead.
You just count them in smaller intervals. That's all that is.
That's right.
But anyway, if you've seen us, been to the Sugar Factory because it has liquor, and half of our audience likes liquor anyway. Who doesn't like liquor? Okay, I'm sorry. That's very rude of me and inconsiderate because of people that can't drink because of issues.
Yes, that's true.
That is very true, and we're a very inclusive show here.
We don't mean to make you sad because you can't enjoy liquor.
No, but you know, other ways to get high. Anyway, I digress.
Legal. Other legal ways
to get high. Okay, stay on target.
So,
4,
4,
6, 7, 9.
Okay. We have an agreement. Yep. Starcut Ciders Mosa by Shorts in Elk Rapids. We give it a 4 out of 10 because it's just kind of run-of-the-mill. And maybe that's good. But it does have drinkability.
It has drinkability, but in a world where everything shouldn't be this,
yes,
it's nice to have that.
Right. Blake's Hard Cider Apple Lantern has a pumpkin and brown sugar. We're giving it a 6 because it is tasty, but I didn't taste the pumpkin. Q did. The brown sugar is prominent. But it's not fantastic, but it's good. The caramel apple has a great caramel flavor, but it then becomes a cloying aftertaste.
Yes.
So we can't give it over a 7.
Well, caramel has an aftertaste regardless, so
does
we shouldn't. Yeah.
Oh, well, then we're not blaming you guys.
We're not blaming you guys. It's just caramel has an aftertaste regardless, and that's something I wouldn't want to taste or have lingering while I'm drinking.
Right, but it would go with cake.
It would go with cake.
Right. The caramel lends itself to other sugar.
Oh yes,
consumables.
no, yes. Most
all right,
definitely.
so the Grand Cherry with its fantastic 8.5 ABV, very tasty. Maybe not drink a 6-pack at a time. Goodness.
No,
so we're giving it a 9 because of the ABV, and we're giving it a 9 because of the flavor. But we can't give it a 10 because we can't drink 3 of them in a row. Yeah,
you buy a 6-pack of that, they're staying in the fridge for 3 months.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, they're staying in the fridge for 3 months.
Once a week maximum. At any rate, so what else do you want to talk about? Something else?
Yeah. So you were telling me about some brown butter cookies, and if you don't, for those who don't know what brown butter is,
please.
Brown butter is you take butter and you put it in a pan and you basically just brown it. To the point to where it's almost. It might look like it's burnt, but it's not burnt because it's a slow process. You're melting the whole stick of butter. You're letting the milk fat brown up, and it has a nutty flavor. So a lot of things that you think might have nuts in them probably don't because it's just a brown butter.
Do you like crystal salt on your?
Yes.
And there you are with the crystal salt.
Crystal salt is a finishing salt.
Yes,
It's
it is
just,
very large.
Very large. It's literally
Okay.
just for
So I'm
finishing.
I'm
You're
going to
not
give you some
supposed to season with
highlights. I'm going to give you some highlights
But-
of this to freak you out. But go
yeah,
ahead
but
and
I was
finish.
gonna
and
say
I'll
Brad
tell you.
is the one who made these cookies, so I'm gonna let Brad explain the process.
Okay, so you brown a stick of butter, take it off, and while it's still hot, you drop another stick of butter in it. And I'm like, what? A half a pound of butter? Okay. Then I took a cup of brown sugar. So sweet you'd think your head would pop. And then a little more white sugar just for fun. And then after all the eggs and the flour, there's a half a pound of chocolate in it. 8 ounces of shaved chocolate. These things are sugar bombs. You use a ice cream scoop to put them on a half sheet pan, and you can only put 2 on at a time because they get gigantic. They magically stay soft. If you like crispy cookies or chewy cookies, this a chewy variety, and I think. And I'm going to take a chance. Throw your cup back over here. I'm going to give you a little bit of this caramel apple just to wash it down because this is very
actually
sweet.
the perfect combination.
I think so. So there is semi-sweet chips and shaved dark chocolate to make up my half a pound.
Okay.
I really enjoy this cookie. I can only eat about a half of one, but they're fantastic. Tell me what you think.
So, okay. That pairs nicely.
It does, doesn't it?
That pair. So, we were correct. We're not wrong very often. It's like what's the old song? 1 in a Million by Larry Graham. Very good song. I actually hate that song, but I'm gonna stay on target. We're not wrong often, but this pairs very well with desserts.
Yeah.
As we so said, which is why you watch the show to listen to us anyway and give you great advice. But this cookie, oh my God. The texture is perfect.
It's almost like melt in your mouth.
It's melting in your mouth, which is very hard on the cookie because a lot of times, if you want a soft cookie, the recommendation is to kind of undercook them. But this cookie is actually cooked through because a lot of times when you make a soft cookie, the center is doughy because they tell you to undercook them.
Yeah.
And then the heat will resonate and finish the middle.
Yeah.
Look at me throwing out knowledge like I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, it's like the difference between a crispy cookie and a chewy cookie
Right.
is if you want it crispy, use oil, and if you want it chewy, use butter.
Butter, right. But with the brown butter, like I said, you get that nutty flavor, which is someone like me who actually used to be able to eat nuts would love that because I love the nutty flavor. I just can't get the nutty flavor
Right.
from the nuts.
Right. Right. And the dark brown sugar
Yes.
gives it that consistent chewiness like a molasses cookie. Because if you don't have brown sugar in your pantry, you can make brown sugar with white sugar and molasses. But luckily, I had some with me, and it worked out really nicely.
So I do believe that this is a really good cookie. And then the finishing salt, perfect. It gives you that savory right along with that sweetness, and it's a perfect contrast. And I'm not just saying that because he's my buddy, and I think that he's actually a really good cook. I think he misses calling. especially with the way he likes to cuss people out. He's a perfect chef. Um,
Thank you.
no problem. Uh, but with that being said, I think this is a really good cook. I think we should try it, and I think Broadcast might be willing to give you the recipe if you're nice enough. We might post it on the website.
Yep.
All right, well, there we go. This has been the Q
And the Bradcast.
with a tasting of 4 ciders and some brown butter cookies.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah. How about that? You're gonna you will love these and accept those if offered, and you will want to eat one of these sugary, buttery, delicious, nutty dessert items. All right, we are back at the Lexus Velodrome, 8-Bit Con, 601 Mack Avenue, northwest corner of I-75 and Mack. Come join us until 4 p.m. I am here with. Tell me, we have speculated on your cosplay mashup. We really like it. Tell us, who are you today?
Oh, well, I'm actually Steel Spider, a obscure character from the comics. I get the mashup, though, a lot. People think I'm, Venom and Doc Ock. It's the tentacles.
Okay, so this is like part of the new suit accoutrement that Tony Stark gave to Spider-Man just before his unfortunate demise, or another universe, or I'm not familiar with the character.
Well, I was, a kid who loved Doc Ock, so I decided to make some tentacles to be like my hero. Then I realized Doc Ock kind of a jerk. He's like a villain, and Spider-Man saved me, and, I was like, wow, Spider-Man, he's really cool. So I was like, I want to be Spider-Man's sidekick, but I'm going to keep my tentacles because, darn it, I worked hard on them. So I, originally went got a Spider-Man Halloween costume and wore it with my tentacles. Then, a few years later decided Spider-Man Halloween costume, not a good look. So made my own steel spider suit, kept the tentacles and, have my web blasts and my venom shocks from my tentacles.
I like it. I like it. You've done it. You've done a good job. Now you were telling me that you weren't here for the 8-Bit Con cosplay contest because you were at another con. What was the outcome there?
Oh, I was at Comic and Anime Expo in New Baltimore and got second place in the cosplay contest. So,
Congratulations on that, by the way. How long did all this take you to put together?
couple of weeks. The tentacles they're pool noodles with just like wire hangers to keep their shape. They're covered in foil tape and electrical tape. Got cardboard for the claws, and really that was the most of it. Then I just made the spider emblem and the eye pieces. I have this is actually the metal tubing is like you would use it for a shower head, an extendable shower head, and I just cut it up and glued it onto my suit. So
Very nicely done. Do you do this a lot? Do you come to a lot of Comic Cons? Do you do cosplay a lot, or how long have you been doing this?
oh, I've been cosplaying since 2018. I cosplay probably a little too much. I have almost 30 suits because I apparently, have too much disposable income and too much spare time, if you ask my fiance. But, you know, I really enjoy coming to conventions and getting to see and be seen. So,
Well, I'm glad you showed up today so we could talk to you and let everybody see you out in the interwebs. I want to thank you again for coming by and talking to us. This is the broadcast at the 8-Bit Con, and we're going to take a little break and find some more people to talk to, and we will be right back on. So thanks for joining us.
This is the Q from Comics Being Sci-Fi, and we are here on day 2, Sunday of the 8-Bit Con. And yesterday I had Noah on, who is the co-owner and co-creator of 8-Bit Con and Uncanny Collectors. I am here with his brother, Judd, who is the other 50% of 8-Bit Con and Uncanny Collectors. How's it going today?
Great, Q. Thanks for having me.
No problem. So, Noah kind of told us what happened, but, you know, with brothers, there's always two sides to the story.
Absolutely.
So, what made you guys come up with this idea?
Yeah, well, you know, man, it's been kind of the things we loved as kids, we still love as adults, you know. Comics and video games, they still bring us joy, and we've been collectors for a long time.
Right.
So, you know, as collecting goes, you get so much stuff, you're like, oh, maybe I should start vending.
That's okay. I'm almost there myself.
Yeah. So, you know, we've been vending at some of the smaller shows, and, you know, started thinking, man, we could really put on a cool one. Noah had access to this amazing facility here at the Velodrome, and Noah brought the Noah magic and made it happen.
And made it happen?
Yeah.
Oh, see, you were supposed to tell me it was your idea. You came up with everything. And I was going to go back and tell him.
I'll
He
tell you
just
what.
said it was his idea.
Hey, credit where credit's due, man.
Okay,
Noah
all
took
right.
the lead on this, and, you know, I was there to help. He hurt his back, and,
Yeah.
you know, so I had to do kind of some of the heavy lifting. But yeah,
Literally.
here we are, man. We made it happen, and I think, you know, it's been really good vibes here this weekend.
Yes.
And
Yes.
yeah,
I will say congratulations.
Thank you.
I believe it was a huge success.
I appreciate
You guys
it.
did a fantastic job. I
Yeah.
can't wait for more.
Yeah.
He was telling me more about, so tell me more. He was telling me about you guys are doing 2 more this year.
Yeah. So 2 more. The plan is to kind of make it a quarterly thing every
Okay.
3 months. This one, the 8-Bit Con, was you know, kind of video game centered.
Okay.
And the plan is to you know, kind of make it more comic book centered on the next one. Although, you know, I don't know. After seeing what we did here this weekend, maybe we don't want to mess with the formula. You know?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. We're gonna have to have a talk after this is all wrapped up, and you know, because yeah, everybody had a really good time.
No,
and,
it was fantastic.
yeah. So, but that is kind of the working plan right now, is to make the next ones some of the more traditional Comic-Con,
Okay.
you know, kind of thing. Obviously, there will still be video games, and obviously our vendors. There's all kinds of vendors
Right.
here. We've got you know, embroidery artists. We've got Funko Pops. We've got you know, anything you would
Anything,
find at a
right.
traditional con.
Of
so,
course.
yeah.
All right, so Noah was telling me yesterday he's got this tournament. You do the video game tournaments.
Uh-huh.
And what was the name? The pinball game?
Pinbots.
Pinbots.
Yes.
So tell me more about Pinbots and your history with it.
I'll
because
tell you, man. Yeah.
he's literally put it on there just so he could win. You see, I'm trying to stir the pot here.
Uh-huh.
He says the only person that might give me competition is my brother
He
and
said
my
me.
dad.
Yep. And,
So-
and dad.
So tell me about Pinbots.
Well, we had some heated competitions when we were younger with Pinbot, and so it was kind of a point of pride, you know, who
Of course,
who had the highest score, and we'll never forget. Our dad used to accuse us of erasing his high score, which, not to throw him under the bus, but that game didn't save a high score. It wasn't that kind of game.
It wasn't that kind of
No.
game.
But he had the high score. I'll give him that. But we didn't erase it.
No, you didn't erase it. You
Right.
just beat it. That's
Yeah.
all.
Anyway, it was a great game. Kind of super addictive. You get to these high levels, and it gets very, very challenging.
Okay.
And yeah, Pingbot's gonna be great today.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask, are you gonna be the one to win?
I don't know, man. I'm rusty. I'll be honest. You know, my video game stuff these days. You know, I play Breath of the Wild with my kid.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
that kind of thing. My brother's really the one who's stayed into the video games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where,
Look at you being modest.
Oh, you know, hey.
Look at you being modest. Okay. So I asked Noah yesterday,
Mhm.
have you seen Mario?
We did see Mario.
Okay, he did too. Okay. So what did you
Noah
think
came
of
in
it?
costume.
So So he
Which was
told me.
great.
He said I dressed up, and he says my nephew was like, Uncle Noah, like why? Like we're in public. It's
Yeah.
not Halloween.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
so Noah said it was probably the best video game.
It was
movie.
so good, man. It was really, you know, they played it really well. The Easter eggs were, you know, really well thought out.
Okay.
And no, we all enjoyed it. You know, I'll say this on camera. I'm a big crier at movies. I don't know what it is.
Wow.
But it had me going a few times.
Really?
It's not like a sentimental thing. I don't know.
It was.
Something,
We'll chalk it up to nostalgia.
Exactly.
We'll chalk it up to
Exactly.
nostalgia.
Yeah, it had me
Okay.
going. So,
How'd you go? Oh Lord! Now I'm gonna have to go see Peach get saved
yeah.
by the Plumber Brothers.
Yeah, it was really good. I'm happy they're already setting it up for a sequel. And
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. So
stay for the end credit scene because we thought it was done and we missed the end credit scene.
really,
Yeah.
well, you should know every movie nowadays has an end
You're
credit scene.
absolutely right. Yep.
Come on now.
We messed up. Yeah.
Okay. So, question:
Yeah.
if there is a sequel, you say there's a sequel.
Mhm.
Do you want it to have Donkey Kong in it? And better yet, do you want to have Diddy Kong in it?
I think that'd be great. Yeah. The more the merrier.
Am
yeah.
I on to something
I
here?
think you might be.
I might
Yeah.
be on to something because I
Uh-huh.
haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
So I might be on. Okay, I might be on to
It was
something
good,
here.
man. Seth
Okay.
Rogen as Donkey Kong, hilarious. Jack Black as Bowser was, oh my god.
I heard so
So
this
good.
Peaches song. I'm assuming is from the movie that
yeah.
he's released, and it topped out at it debuted at number 83.
It's so good, man. It's over the top, Jack Black. You
Of
know,
course.
Yeah, it was really good.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked Noah.
Uh-huh.
Best video game movie of all time?
Best video game movie of all time.
Is it Mario?
Is it the new Mario? I mean, it's got to be up there. Yeah, it's got to be up there.
Cause see, I still think it's Mortal Kombat from
Yeah,
'96.
Mortal Kombat was great.
I
for
still
sure.
think it's Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
I think the only reason I say Mortal Kombat is because coming from what we had, which was Mortal Kombat,
Mhm.
and Mortal Kombat was the best for so
Yeah,
long.
uh-huh.
And as bad as it was,
Yep.
for it to stay the best
Uh-huh.
for so long,
Yeah.
kind of sounds a little sentimental.
You're right.
It's
You're
a little
right,
sentimental.
for sure.
But I think I'm gonna go with Mortal Kombat still.
All right.
I gotta see
All
Mario
right.
though. I still have to see
Yeah.
Mario. So out of all the video games that you have out here,
Mhm.
let's ask this: what's your favorite system that
Okay.
you have out right now?
Yeah, it's got to be the NES.
Okay.
That's what we grew up on.
Okay,
You know?
okay.
Yeah. NES, all those Mario games,
Okay.
Legend of Zelda,
Okay.
Pinbot, the Dragon Warrior series.
Okay.
You know, that was kind of our stuff. Was the adventure RPG.
Right.
You know, that's what we loved. And
That's what you
spent
guys grew
so
up
many
on.
hours.
Gotcha.
You know, grinding
Gotcha.
on.
Of
yeah.
course. Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's your favorite older game? Not the system, but the game.
Dragon Warrior. Yeah.
Really?
The Dragon Warrior series.
Okay.
Legend of Zelda is up there. You know.
I was like, because he said Legend of Zelda,
Yeah.
and he said Legend of Zelda and Pinbots.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
So,
Yep.
but if you like the Dragon Warrior, okay, explain. Tell me why.
How can I explain Dragon Warrior? You're a knight. You've got some, you know, kind of royal lineage,
Mhm.
and you got to fight the Dragon Lord and save the princess. It's classic RPG.
Classic RPG.
You know? But you know, just the enemies and the fighting style. It's that JRPG. It's the kind of first one anybody ever played.
Right,
You know?
right.
Maybe they didn't start it. I'm not a video game historian or anything.
Right.
But to me, that defines that genre.
Gotcha.
You know?
Gotcha.
And then the sequels took the basics from the first part and created a really big,
Universe.
yeah.
Okay. Would you like to see that as a movie?
I think they could do a really good movie based on
Ooh,
Dragon Warrior.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Who plays the Dragon Warrior?
Oh man, who would be good as
I'm putting you on the spot
yeah,
now.
you are. I haven't thought about this. Oh, Chris Hemsworth would be really good.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Who else plays, beefy knight. I don't know. I'll stick with Chris Hemsworth.
We're gonna stick with
That's
Chris.
good.
I mean, he did play Thor, so he
Yeah.
might be used to the language style and all that.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, current game. What's your new favorite current game? Right
Breath of the Wild. Legend
Okay.
of Zelda Breath of the
now?
Wild.
Okay.
Beautiful. Me and my
Okay.
kid have spent, I don't know, hundreds of hours. We beat
And
the
Sonic
game.
plays in the background.
Yeah. We've spent, I don't know how many countless hundreds of hours playing Breath of the Wild and doing all the side quests. We beat the game, 10 times over.
Okay.
But, to be a real completionist and,
Yeah.
you know,
You got to go back and yeah.
And the new one's coming out in like less than a month.
Okay.
And we're super excited for
Okay.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. So I guess I want to ask this. We know we're talking about our old podcast, Curly and the Q.
Uh-huh.
And Noah brought up an interesting fact, and I remember him when we were talking about it on the show.
Okay.
Have you ever heard his explanation for why Terminator is a horror movie?
You know,
Because I need to get somebody else's opinion.
Uh-huh.
I've never asked anybody else. So
right. So I had not heard that theory from Noah before until he sent me the link from yesterday's interview.
okay,
And I gotta say, he's got a point.
that's what I said.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I said he's not wrong.
I know.
It's scary how he's not wrong.
If Noah comes at you with an opinion that might not be conventional thinking,
Yeah.
he's gonna back it up. He's
Yeah,
gonna have a good theory.
most
Uh-huh.
definitely,
Yeah.
most definitely. Okay. I'm assuming you're his brother, so you're probably the same way.
Uh-huh.
But Marvel or DC?
Marvel. Yeah.
Get off my couch. I mean, it's your couch, but it's my area right now. Why? Why are you so
Oh.
brainwashed?
Oh, I don't. Man, our bread and butter when we were kids was the Uncanny X-Men. That's what got us
That's why
started.
you're uncanny.
That's why we're the
collectors.
Uncanny Collectors. That's why this is an Uncanny convention. It's yeah.
I need you guys to stop being followers and be leaders like DC.
Batman's cool, but Superman is whack.
What? Oh my God! Superman is whack. He's the very first superhero. Without Superman, there's nothing.
That's yeah. You're
There's
right.
no Marvel
Well,
without the Man of Steel.
yeah, you might be right about that.
All overpowered characters are based off of Superman. I just want to
Right.
point that out.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything else. So, besides the next two conventions, I know you guys are probably not looking forward, but where do you see this growing from here?
When Noah gets an idea, man, he
Yes.
he thinks
Yes,
big.
we know
And-
that.
And I'm so happy that he thinks that way because
Yes.
he made all this happen. Eventually, we'd love to see Uncanny Con Chicago and Uncanny Con Denver, and
That would be phenomenal.
wouldn't it?
And
Yeah.
count us in.
Yeah.
Definitely count us
Oh, yeah.
in.
We'll get you a VIP.
Definitely count us in. So we're here at the 8-Bit Con for Sunday, and come on out, check us out, come see us. We'll be here till 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, and then we'll keep you updated on when the next Uncanny production will be coming about.
Yes, sir.
This is the Q, and I'm here with Judd. Have a
Been
good
a
one.
pleasure, man. Thank you.
No problem. This is the Q from Comics Being Sci-Fi here at the 8-Bit Con Day Trois. Well, 2. Hey, but you see the play there? You see the play there? Day Trois? I did that on purpose. I did it on purpose. We're in Detroit. I wanted to say Day Trois, but mix it with the... if you explain the joke, it doesn't work anymore. Anyway, thank you. Anyway, I am here with Nicole, who is the owner, the creator of the Michigan Entertainment Talent Agency, Met Group for short. How's it going today?
It's going great.
Good.
Yeah.
So you are here with all the entertainment. You had yesterday. You had a living Princess Peach table.
Living Princess Peach table.
Yes. You were on 6-foot
I was
stilts.
on stilts.
Oh
yeah.
my God!
Yeah.
And then Chun-Li was here yesterday.
Chun-Li was here doing some steer wheel
Acrobatics, and then Noah was telling me that you hired him for a haunted house.
Yep. We did haunted house back in October.
Okay, which is fantastic. You couldn't hire me. I'm the sexiest man alive, so I wouldn't
I
scare
know it's
anyone.
pretty sexy. That hair was really intimidating.
He's okay. He's under me.
Definitely.
Thank you. Appreciate that. But tell me about Met Group.
So, Met Group was founded about a year ago. I was a full-time performer for about a year and really kind of had this idea of doing things my own way, and just sort of took a leap of faith and started this group with really the hope and intention of giving entertainers not only a platform to entertain, but to also learn and grow. We offer professional development opportunities and Skillshare classes in addition to, booking live entertainment.
That's wonderful.
So, yeah.
As someone who obviously we do this, but I'm a musician as well, so that's a great.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I just really wanted to have the basis of not, having a fear-based mentality and fearing, that our entertainers would outgrow us, and helping to elevate them individually so we can elevate the community of entertainers as a whole.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So do you do, because obviously you're here at the con, but like you said, you did a haunted house. So what other events do you do?
We do literally everything. We do weddings, children's birthday parties, festivals, conventions, corporate parties and entertainment,
Really?
Private events, quinceañeras. We've got something for pretty much everything.
Okay, wait. I'm more interested with the corporate event. Like, how does that work? Like,
So-
what would they hire you?
So all kinds of stuff. For example, last year we had a large corporate partner who was just doing their annual gala. They brought in, people from all over the country here into Detroit, and they had a kind of a Great Gatsby themed event. So we had some showgirls and some stilt walkers and living statues there to add to the ambiance. We had another corporate partner who did a Alice in Wonderland themed gala. So we put together like a 45-minute variety production when everybody was costumed Alice in Wonderland themed.
Nice.
We had a Queen of Hearts living table, and she was sassy. And
Oh, wow.
so
Okay,
fun.
sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got our team of performers are also a lot of creators. So we make most of our costumes and living installations right in-house. So we're able to customize to whatever the client dreams of.
So what is your favorite event to perform under? Is it the Great Gatsby theme, or is it
I'm not gonna lie, I personally most enjoy, because I'm also a fire performer. So I like doing like nightlife sassy fire stuff. That's like my preferred.
That's your
bread and
preferred.
butter. Yes.
Well, I only asked because you said not to ask you no video game questions.
Yeah.
So coming to a Comic-Con like this, are you versed in the comic culture?
So.
Or the pop culture scene?
Yeah, to a degree. My husband's he's a Sub-Zero riding around on the one wheel around
That was your
here.
husband?
Yeah,
That's
so
great. I thought that was really
together.
great costume. I thought that was really dope.
Yeah, so definitely, I was a child of the 90s, so I certainly grew up playing quite a bit. I like to consider myself a champion button smasher on any game. I could just
just smash them buttons. That's all it means. That's all that matters. You got to smash the buttons.
Yeah, I definitely have some team members who are more more well versed
Okay. Okay.
in that.
So, so with you being a button smasher,
Uh-huh.
what was your favorite game to smash buttons on?
Okay, so I'm really good at Mortal Kombat with the button
Oh,
smashing.
okay.
I'm
Okay.
good. I'm good at Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
In newer video games, I got really into a lot of the Elder Scrolls games.
Okay.
I played all of those for quite
Okay.
a while. Tomb Raider was a big one for me too.
Okay.
So I have 5-year-old twins. I haven't gotten to play as much since I've become a mother and a business
course.
owner.
Of
But,
course.
I still like to get on anything now and then. I did some Mario Kart here yesterday.
Okay.
So it's on a GameCube though. I don't play GameCube, so.
Oh my
That was
God.
like the one system I never really.
The one
like,
system you couldn't
really
get
got
into.
into.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so my little cousin had a GameCube. That's the only reason
Yeah, I feel like I went
know
from like
about it.
64 to PlayStation, and then Xbox, and there was just never GameCube was just never in the mix.
See, I was PlayStation all the way up until the only reason I played Dreamcast is because Dreamcast had the Sonic games. But once Xbox came out, it was like, yeah,
yeah.
forget the rest of y'all.
It's just been Xbox.
Yeah, it's all about Xbox. It's all about Xbox. Okay, so what are you plans for in the future? What are events? If you can tell us, what are your
Yeah.
next couple of events coming up?
So right now, I would say my biggest goal is for us to host a public circus show
Okay.
showcasing, a lot of our entertainers in
Okay.
one place. People can buy tickets and come out.
Okay.
So definitely working on that. And really, mostly this year, it's just like surviving year
As
two.
Sub-Zero rides by.
Yeah, just coming off of that, the energy of starting something new in year
Okay.
one and settling into year two and
Okay.
not settling into the burnout.
Yeah,
And,
I understand.
Yeah, just trying to keep that energy going. And
Okay.
whatever comes at us, this industry is ever changing every day.
Yes, it is.
And
That is true.
So I'm ready for whatever
Ready
comes.
for year two. So how do people get in touch with you if you want to be a part of the Met Group?
So we have a website. It's bookentertainmentmichigan.com.
Okay.
It is not the most comprehensive example of what we do, but it does exist. And then our Instagram or Facebook or YouTube are all really, really great opportunities to see a lot of what we do. And they're all Michigan Entertainment and Talent Group.
Okay. So are you still filling spots? Are you looking for more people?
So we always, I always like to consider us a network more so than something that you join, because I don't like the feeling of exclusivity that comes from like joining something. So
Okay.
I like to think of us as a network of artists and creators who, all know each other and can be considered for opportunities that are appropriate. So I always encourage people to reach out and get connected. We have flow jams that are open. We held here in Detroit. People can come out too and just get to know each other and share what their skills and specialties are.
Okay.
And things like that. And we're always looking for clients. So
Always looking for
always
clients.
looking for clients.
So you heard it here from Nicole at the Met Group, the Michigan Entertainment Talent Agency. Look at that. I'm on the ball.
You're on fire.
Wasn't earlier, but I am now. Coffee shots and beer shots. Anyway, it was nice talking to you.
You too.
I wish you continued success.
Thank you so much.
And I look forward to seeing you in the future.
Thank you.
All right. This has been the Q from Comics Man Sci-Fi.
Hey, it's the Bradcast at Lexus Velodrome. You have just about 2.5 hours left to come and join us and or the rest of 8-Bit Con at 601 Mack Avenue on the northwest corner of I-75 and Mack Avenue. I am here with Sub-Zero. This is some nice cosplay. This comes with a floating cloud. I think this is fantastic. There's an interview with his wife. You see him zipping around in the background. Keep an eye out for it because it is pretty cool. So tell me, what made you think of this?
I just really like Mortal Kombat, and I had this yoga mat lying around. I was like, oh, that would be perfect. And I made a pirate ship for my one wheel, so I was like, oh, I could do that with a spray foam and some paint, and made a ice cloud.
So all in all, 40, 80 hours max work?
Oh, like 2 days. Probably, yeah. 48 hours.
Okay. All right. Now, this is recoverable for the next costume, right? This stuff just peels right off?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, it's a layover. Oh, look at you. That is awesome. How hard is it to ride this this gizmo here?
It took me like about a week to really get the hang of it. But yeah.
Now, you're part of an entertainment company, but also you guys are down or in the mezzanine with a fitness group of people. Would you consider learning how to ride this thing a fitness exercise?
Oh yeah, my thighs and calves are like burning after the first week of learning it. The first couple months I was like, oh, this is a workout, but I've gotten used to it.
All right.
It's definitely a workout.
Well, we really like your costume. I think it is a real hoot to see you buzzing around the floor. Do you go to Comic-Cons often, or are you just here because of the business?
I've been to Comic-Cons. I'm just here because of the business, but I would like to do more cons. I like comic books and stuff. I have a Green Lantern ring. I'm not trying to flip anybody off.
I saw. It's a good one. It almost fooled me. So, all right. Well, this has been very cool. I appreciate you stopping by. I'm glad we didn't miss out on you. We tried to see you yesterday, but it was fortuitous that you were buzzing the circuit. So, thank you very much for stopping by, and hopefully we'll see you at the next one. All right, this is the Bradcast. We're going to take a break, and we'll see you in a little while.
Hold on.
One. Hey, it's the broadcast
And the Q.
we are at the Lexus Velodrome, 601 Mack Avenue, northwest corner of I-75 and Mack, at the 8-Bit Con. So, you guys had your chance. They are going to be open for another 90 minutes, but we are having our little sign-off action.
Yes, we are signing off. We've been here. We've had some great interviews, some okay food.
2 days of legacy computer game joy and excitement. Bum, bum, bum. Did you see, speaking of which,
wait.
did
Question.
you see the vendor downstairs that has VHS tapes?
Yes.
And he has, I love this, he has, these are pre-recorded tapes. We don't know what's on them, and it's a surprise, and they're still $5.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna pay First of all, I gotta go pay $20 to get a VCR. Well, I don't have to.
Yeah.
I own 3.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But-
I own 2.
Yeah,
Go
like I own
figure.
3. And the funny part is, and this is staying on target, Denver, before you give me the look. One of my VCRs is actually one of the top of the line VCRs right before they converted to switching them to DVD players and VCRs together.
Yeah.
So it's like got the super heavy duty remote. You can watch, like, remember how you could plug the antenna up to the VCR?
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
watch TV on the VCR? Yeah,
Yeah.
I can do all that on that VCR.
Ooh.
That's 1998 technology
Now
right
you're
there,
talking.
baby.
So this is his justification for charging $5 for pre-recorded who knows what the hell's on it tapes is that, well, you know, there's probably commercials there that you could grab and use as memes. And I'm thinking, no, I'm pretty sure everybody's already done all that, but
Exactly.
I didn't want to burst his bubble. I was in good cop because
you should have burst his bubble.
I should have, but I didn't
That's
have
not
good
the
cop with me, so I couldn't
Oh.
be bad cop. I had to be good cop because
I'm about to say, that's not
good
the
cop is the
broadcast we
default.
know.
No, it's
the
not. I
broadcast
was
we
being the Q, but he didn't know that.
Anyway,
So
yeah.
quick show of hands. Who doesn't love this show? No one. Everybody loves this show. We love the show.
it was a great show. It
We
was a
did
great
have a good show.
Had a good time. It's actually put on by a really good friend of mine named Noah and his brother Judd. So they did a fantastic job. They're doing more in the future. I cannot wait to come.
I would like to arrive. I don't know about that other part, but I would love to be here. Invite me to a Comic-Con
done.
and I'm coming.
I'm leaving.
Oh, the mic drop. Okay, this has been the broadcast and the Q for Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi from the 8-Bit Com. Thanks for playing, folks. We'll see you next time.